An inference stimulus presents you with a series of facts rather than an argument in most cases. To untangle the stimulus, read carefully through these facts. Take inventory of the stimulus. After you've taken stock of the stimulus, decide which of the statements in the answer choices must be true. Not probably true, definitely true. On inference questions, you'll need to resist the temptation to bring in outside knowledge. Again, the only statements that matter are the ones that appear in the stimulus. For these reasons, you'll want to be very careful, very conservative in selecting an answer. Be wary of extreme-sounding statements. Words like all, never, must should make you cautious when you see them in inference answer choices. On the other hand, words and phrases like some, may, often, which indicate a weak claim, should make an inference answer choice more appealing. There are a variety of inference question stems on the GMAT, but this phrase is one that you should be particularly aware of. Supports sounds a lot like a strengthen question. It doesn't sound incredibly strong, but when you see this phrase in an inference stem, it always means one thing: proves true. In other words, if an answer choice on an inference problem is supported by the stimulus, then it is a statement that absolutely must be true on the basis of the stimulus. Let's try a practice problem dealing with inferences. First, check out this phrase in the question stem. If true is your cue to treat all of the information in the stimulus as the truth. Don't look for flaws up there. Support tells you to select an answer that the stimulus proves true beyond a shadow of a doubt. Let's paraphrase the facts given in the stimulus. Take inventory. The first fact is that in 1900, wild tigers numbered about 40,000. The second fact is the data point from 1970. Wild tigers have decreased to 2,000. The third fact is that since then, the precipitous decline has halted. Mind you, that was several decades ago, so you don't know exactly what the numbers are today. But at least the precipitous decline has been halted. Finally, you learn that the survival of the wild tiger in India is still uncertain. And yet, the best chance of survival for the wild tiger is still in India. Now, one, and only one of the 5 answer choices must be true given the facts of this stimulus. Let's consider each of them in turn. Answer choice A reads, there are now more than 2,000 wild tigers surviving in India. This is not a statement that must be true. It's only a possibility, not a certainty. You don't know for sure how many wild tigers there are in India now. Answer choice A is not something that must be true, so it's not the correct answer. Similarly, the statement in answer choice B is not something that must be true. Again, you don't know the exact numbers of wild tigers, whether in India or anywhere else. Possibly, there are fewer than 2,000. Possibly not. Answer choice B won't work, so keep moving. Answer choice C tempts a lot of test takers. It states that if the tiger fails to survive in the wild in India, the species will become extinct. Extinction? Now, that's an extreme notion, and remember that on inference questions, you should be wary of extreme statements. Extinct means 0, not a single tiger living in any zoo or wildlife preserve on Earth. There's no support in that stimulus for a claim of that magnitude, so answer choice C is not correct here. Answer choice D also begins with suspect language when it uses the phrase, it is impossible. A statement with this sort of language is unlikely to be a right choice on an inference question. Additionally, the answer choice is outside the scope. It discusses the adaptability of tigers raised in captivity, but the stimulus doesn't. That leaves only one choice, and that's the right answer, answer choice E. The survival of the wild tiger in countries other than India is also endangered. Now, you might be asking yourself, isn't this choice outside the scope? How can the right answer refer to countries other than India? Well, take a look at the last sentence of the stimulus. It says, the best chance of the tiger to survive in the wild is in India. And the line before that says that the tiger's survival in India is in doubt. That means that everywhere other than India, the animal's survival is in doubt to an even greater extent. So that's why you're allowed to infer something about other countries beyond India. Answer choice E is the right answer because it absolutely must be true based on what the stimulus says. And that's how you deal with inference questions. By the way, inferences will also play a role in reading comprehension. So this is an important concept to master for test day success.